We're here for the drama.
Hopefully this gives him a chance to make issues with the family.
I think he's a shambles. They're obviously greedy. It's all greed, money, isn't it?
Family's family. You can't just disown someone because of their life decision.
King Charles said about not wanting to see him. We just think that's so, savage.
I think King Charles is right. Lied all the way through.
I think it's a lot of family dirty laundry.
You know, I never knew I would know a prince and a princess. That wasn't even what that was about. What I was reaching out to her for was because they were giving her hell. Right. And a lot of it was because she was a black woman. Absolutely. And I flat out, no denying it, I completely knew that, and I wanted to reach out and let her know that there was somebody there for her. Mm-hmm. And I sent her a note, and not expecting anything to come of it. And she said, thank you so much, and that was it. And a couple of years later, we started talking, and she was able to talk. And the only reason I'm sharing this is because she shared it.
The fairy tale life that Prince Harry and Meghan Markle dreamt of post-royal life is now crumbling before their eyes. And Tyler Perry, once their closest ally and godfather to their daughter, is allegedly at the center of a bombshell betrayal that could shatter everything they've built. Tyler Perry is rumored to have over 17 hours of behind-the-scenes footage recorded during their stay. And while he was once seen as a quiet protector behind their historic media moves, sources claim the relationship soured after Meghan's team allegedly scrubbed public ties to Perry amid his own mounting legal troubles. The move, seen by many as a strategic distancing, reportedly didn't sit well with Perry, who may now be flipping the script. What Tyler has on Meghan and Harry could allegedly completely destroy their brand, and they are in full panic mode. So join me today as we dive deep into this drama, as we try to figure out what Tyler Perry has on Meghan and Harry that has them so freaked out.
And it is like a web, an absolute web, with whatever direction, you know. And as for Tyler Perry, the people are believing these ticks because he's connected to Meghan Markle. People are looking for the bad, and the bad seem to align themselves with the bad, and the good connect with the good, you know. So I just it's a mess.
Now, in a stunning twist that has the entire internet buzzing, Prince Harry has reportedly made an emergency dash back to the UK, not for royal duty, but to contain the fallout from a betrayal that's now rocking the very foundation of the Sussex brand. And at the center of the chaos is none other than Tyler Perry, the Hollywood powerhouse who once offered the couple sanctuary and support at a time when they were at their most vulnerable. Now that safe haven has morphed into a ticking time bomb. According to sources close to the situation, Perry allegedly holds hours of behind-the-scenes footage and private conversations recorded during Harry and Meghan's stay at his estate in California. These recordings, some say, contain explosive details about the couple's private opinions, strategic media plans, and the raw truth behind the public-facing image they've so carefully crafted. And with the first leaks allegedly already trickling out, the damage has been swift and severe. What was once a post-royal rebirth is now teetering on the edge of collapse. The fallout has reportedly sent Harry into full-blown crisis mode, prompting his abrupt and unscheduled return to the UK, leaving Meghan to weather the storm alone in Montecito. With the couple's reputation, finances, and brand control on the line, their inner circle is said to be in panic mode, scrambling to get ahead of whatever Perry might release next. The alleged spark behind this shocking unraveling seems to be a quiet but calculated move by Meghan's team to erase public ties to Perry following his own legal and reputational troubles. Something insiders claim was viewed as a betrayal by the filmmaker. In retaliation, Perry may now be taking control of the narrative, one clip at a time. And as deals stall and public support wavers, the Sussex brand, once seen as bold, independent, and progressive, is now under scrutiny like never before. And with Perry allegedly holding the receipts, what comes next could either force a massive course correction or bring the curtain down entirely. Now, as we all know, Tyler Perry wasn't just a friend to Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, he was their lifeline at one of the most vulnerable moments of their lives. As the couple faced a relentless media onslaught and growing tension tensions with the royal family, Perry quietly stepped in, offering more than just a place to stay. He offered safety, sanctuary, and unwavering support. At a time when the royal institution reportedly refused to provide security or a clear path forward, Perry opened the gates to his ultra-secure Beverly Hills estate. There, hidden away from the flashbulbs and headlines, Harry, Meghan, and their young son Archie found the kind of privacy and peace that even palace walls couldn't provide. In Perry's home, they had the space to grieve, regroup, and begin reshaping their future. And the bond that formed wasn't just symbolic, it was deeply personal. So personal, in fact, that Harry and Meghan later asked Tyler Perry to be the godfather of their daughter, Lilibet. It was a gesture that spoke volumes about the trust and affection they felt toward him. A trust Meghan openly acknowledged in her Netflix docuseries and podcast appearances, often crediting Perry for showing up when others didn't. This wasn't just a Hollywood connection. It was a chosen family moment, built on shared values, mutual respect, and gratitude. But now, in a dramatic turn, that once sacred bond appears to be unraveling, and fast. Allegations of secret recordings, scrapped public ties, and a deep sense of betrayal have flipped the narrative, casting Perry not as a protector but potential adversary. For those who remember Meghan's heartfelt tributes to him, the possibility of such a rupture feels both shocking and tragic. It's a reminder that in the world of power, fame, and public image, even the strongest alliances can fracture, and when they do, the fallout can be seismic. Now, according to insiders, Perry witnessed not only their public-facing plans, but the private strain behind them. From heated discussions to rehearsed interview responses, he allegedly observed the couple strategizing how to present themselves as victims of a cold, outdated monarchy. The narrative, it seems, wasn't just born, it was built, one carefully shaped segment at a time. But the delicate balance began to shift when Perry himself became vulnerable. In a shocking twist, he was slapped with a staggering $260 million lawsuit from actor Derek Dixon, throwing his own public image into uncertainty. Suddenly, Perry went from trusted confidant to liability, and Meghan's camp moved quickly. In what many now see as a cold and calculated pivot, Meghan reportedly scrubbed her digital footprint of any public ties to Perry. Social media posts were archived, photos were quietly removed, mentions disappeared. The woman who once publicly praised Perry for being there in their darkest moment was now erasing him silently but decisively. But Meghan's team may have acted too late. Sources claim that Perry, well aware of the shifting loyalties, had already secured legal rights to share information, including recorded conversations, private footage, and notes from their time together. Whether for self-protection or retribution, Perry is said to be sitting on a trove of behind-the-scenes material that could completely upend the Sussexes' carefully cultivated image. If even part of what's rumored is true, the implications are massive. This isn't just about a friendship gone sour. This is about the unraveling of a public narrative, one built on trust, gratitude, and authenticity. And with Perry now holding the receipts, the power dynamics have flipped. Anyways, the consequences of Tyler Perry's alleged revelations are proving to be far more than just reputational. You see, at the height of their media buzz, the couple secured a highly publicized $100 million deal with Netflix, meant to fund documentaries, scripted series, and inspiring content aligned with their values. But behind the headlines, insiders now claim the reality has been far less glamorous. Viewership numbers fell short, planned projects were quietly shelved, and amid disappointing performance metrics, that $100 million figure has reportedly plummeted to just $20 million. This sharp decline in income has triggered a domino effect. Staff cuts are already underway. Crisis PR teams that once orchestrated sleek narratives and contained backlash are being let go. Insiders stress this is not a calculated shift in brand strategy, it's a survival move. The empire the couple worked so hard to build is now facing a brutal financial reckoning. Their Montecito mansion, once a symbol of their American dream, has become a financial albatross. Valued at $14 $14.65 million. The estate comes with crushing property taxes, astronomical security expenses, and an elite-level cost of living that few could maintain without a consistent, high-level revenue stream. With dwindling deal payouts and public interest in decline, foreclosure risks once unthinkable are now being quietly whispered about by those close to the situation. Even their philanthropic arm, the Archewell Foundation, is reportedly feeling the pinch. Donations have slowed dramatically, and questions are surfacing about how sustainable the charity's operations truly are in the absence of steady funding and favorable press. The once unshakable Sussex image is now at a crossroads. Tyler Perry's vault of behind-the-scenes content and the threat of further leaks have created a narrative that the couple can no longer control. The carefully curated brand built on independence, compassion, and reinvention is now being replaced by a harsher image, one of scrambling, spinning, and struggling to maintain the illusion of stability, becoming due. Guys, the Sussex brand is now spiraling into an identity crisis. As their financial pressures intensify, so too does the erosion of their public image. What was once a house humming with curated interviews and multi-million-dollar deals has reportedly turned into a tense, fractured environment marked by paranoia, layoffs, and a desperate bid to regain control. Major speaking engagements, once a steady stream of prestige and income, are quietly being canceled or pulled from negotiation tables. Industry insiders who once courted Meghan and Harry for brand collaborations, advocacy campaigns, and appearances are now backing away, concerned about the increasingly toxic perception surrounding the couple. Behind the gates of their Montecito mansion, the mood has shifted. Staff morale has reportedly plummeted, with whispers of job cuts, role reductions, and ramped-up non-disclosure agreements swirling. Confidentiality clauses have been tightened, some retroactively, as Meghan and Harry scramble to lock down leaks before more damage is done. The once trusted inner circle is shrinking fast. Meghan's long-anticipated lifestyle brand and cooking show, which many saw as her attempt to carve out a clean slate and reconnect with the public, has struggled badly in early test screenings, according to insiders. It might not wow. The feedback was reportedly underwhelming, with critics calling it disjointed and inauthentic. Meanwhile, her follow-up podcast, meant to revive the archetype's momentum, has been delayed indefinitely, raising red flags about production, distribution, or possibly even funding. And with each stumble, the narrative shifts further from misunderstood royal escapee to brand risk. Once cast as a sympathetic figure who bravely broke away from an archaic institution, Meghan is now viewed in some circles as a high-maintenance liability, a perception that's only been worsened by failed projects, strained business relationships, and behind-the-scenes instability. But the most destabilizing threat remains Tyler Perry's silence. The man who once shielded the couple at their most fragile moment is now holding hours of unfiltered footage, private conversations, and intimate glimpses into the mechanics of their media strategy. And while Perry has yet to release anything publicly, multiple media outlets have reportedly approached him for exclusive access, offers that have only fueled panic inside Team Sussex. What was once their strongest weapon, narrative control, is now slipping through their fingers. The brand built on storytelling, carefully curated vulnerability, and personal truth is being undone by the very thing they tried to avoid: raw, unscripted reality in the hands of someone else. And so, the once untouchable Sussexes are now in uncharted territory. With deals collapsing, public goodwill fading, and their strongest ally turned silent threat, Harry and Meghan find themselves facing the one thing their PR playbook never accounted for: losing control of the story entirely. Anyway, what do you think about this drama? Let me know your opinions in the comments, and don't forget to check out our other stories for even more celeb tea. Till next time, bye.